Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just setting up my morning routine, folks, so we can get straight into the charts. Let's see what's going on here. We have ASST, we have SPY. Actually, we got here SPY, Bitcoin, and then, I don't know, we'll just put out another VIX maybe. We'll leave that for now. And I did kind of set up a new setup here. Alright, this is a little bit more cleaner here. Alright, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know how the fuck I got that one on there. It's working. So far, so good. Alright, let me get my morning routine in. How's everybody doing so far? Still early. Still early. Lots to do, lots of TA. So far, I do like what ASST is doing. I'm not gonna lie. It's holding this 136 range, more specifically 137. Now, I do have a macro. While we're on this topic, now I'm deviating from my morning routine to talk about this one specific area. I do like it's sitting at. Alright, it's holding above the macro 0.618, 137. Look at the support here. Anyway, I'll get back to this. Let me go ahead and finish my morning routine. Let me go ahead. Let's get that out of the way. YouTube. Put in this one here. Oh shit. Generate 10 hashtags. Let's see. Boom. Live marketing is on. Click on YouTube. ASST. Alright, we're good to go. All right. And awesome. This is beyond chart, brother. Oh, I didn't show you? Did I post it? There it is. There it is. Jay, I don't know if Jay's in here. Morning all. What up, Doug? Douche? Iliad? Doug? Douche? Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Alright, let's see what's happening here. Alright, so a couple things to know. We gotta keep in mind that the macros matter. Whoa! Bitcoin! Alright, well that's very important right here, folks. That's very important. SPY is also important, and we have the volatility index here at the 16 range. 1644. Bitcoin having a little bit of a bip. That's generally good. Generally good for ASST. So the more we have, the better we are. Now I kind of fucked up my indicators this morning, so I'm just a little bit seeing if I'm missing anything here. I fucked up my indicators this morning. Don't ask me how. I got the 5, the 10, and the 20. I just want to make sure my 10 and my 20 are exactly aligned here. Alright, let me see. The 5, the 10, and 20. Good. Alright, we're good. My 20. Okay, am I missing? No, VWAP is intact. As long as we stay above VWAP. Okay, we're good. Let me see the daily VWAP here. Good, 116. Finding a bounce on the daily 5 EMA and 1020 EMAs. Okay, good, we're good. right, so SPY is coming back up to hit this Fibonacci zone, which is at my 1236. So 689 SPY, 689 SPY. What is this? Publish indicator. What the fuck is this? Okay. What the? Alrighty. How you guys doing? Alright, I'm set up now. Alright, so as I was saying before, ASST. Yeah, 137. Yes, I agree. Now, again, it all depends on Bitcoin and SPY. You know, if they want to act nice. It really depends. But so far, so good. In terms of the macro here, and I do love, again, we're holding the 136 here. Look how many times Confluence, right? So even pre-market, when there's no liquidity, one thing you have to know. Let me see if I can actually. I don't know if you can see this with all the noise, but look at this. Price holding this 136, really good. Really, really good. We're finding support here, and that's what matters. That's what matters here. So, finding a little bit of a rectangle bottom, resistance and support at the 141-ish. So this is your POC, point of control. Point of control, your VRVP indicator is giving you this line here. That VRVP is 141. I stated in my Discord yesterday, hey, we break candles above and sit above the 141. We are essentially breaking out of a key resistance zone. So right now it's tough right now at the moment, but let's see later on today. Once we open, we have 9 minutes. Break above this 141 and confirm the bounce up, because we can break out, but then we get back in. That means that fake out was that was a fake out. And then again, this is pre-market pre-market, so all this shit doesn't really matter. It all matters at post-market open. So it's looking good so far, okay? We're not fucking dying, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not crashing. This is what I like to see. Consolidation's really, really good here. A lot of consolidating. Now, SPY, on the other hand, oh boy. I mean, who was here? Who was listening about the bearish divergence, right? So, gotta keep in mind there's a potential bearish divergence. We're still waiting for it. It can make all new time highs continuously, without question. I mean, we got Jay Powell talking at 2. So, I might stay up till 2, to be honest, after what he says. But we got to keep in mind on SPY, a lot of bearish divergences here. So, but we can continue up, without question. We can continue up. It can just be like, fuck off, fuck your bearish divergence, and just go up again, for sure. But I like what I see so far, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried yet. Okay. As long as we can, hopefully we get above at least my bare minimum is 153 on ASST, because what you're essentially doing on 153 is that the macro 236 is right here on let me just move this here on ASST, right? So this macro Fibonacci level is very, very important. As long as we can stay above the 236. Good morning. I'll be super happy. It's Fed day. Yup. So most times during these days, there won't be a lot of liquidity, because a lot of people are exiting positions because they don't want to gamble what the Fed has to say. So that's something else to consider during this time. Okay, during this time, expect possibly choppiness, no momentum. A lot of people really don't like gambling on days like this. So consider that as a factor post-market, right? Correct. So, SPY. So I'll just have all the quads here. So we have the Bitcoin on the top right. Top left, we have ASST. bottom left, we have SPY. And bottom right, this is going to be more of like, you know, requests. I'll just put this right quadrant here. We'll put it as a request quadrant. And I'll put the VIX up for now. Any requests, I'll just put it on the bottom right, and then I'll just chart here at this bottom right. So that way, you know, in case I do need to go heavy on some charting, I'll just go into my main one, and we'll take it from there. So this would be a nice little easy way to consolidate all these tickers here. We get to see everything. So key support right now is 136 on ASST. Post market, we're above 148. Area that we got to break is 141. We have to break 141 for a nice momentum bounce up, or at least continuation. Right now we are seeing resistance at the 141 range. The day I would love to close above the 153 today. I would love that, and that's very minimal. Very minimal. 153 is a very minimal number, but that's a realistic area to sit in. So I'm just watching the 236, and everything else we just sit and wait. All right, we have 5 minutes till market opens. 5 minutes. Anyone got request? One small request before market open. We have 4 minutes. I can probably quickly chart a quick requests. See what tickers you guys are looking at. See what kind of tickers you guys are looking at, chat. My Jay-Z Naka is not moving yet. Oh, see, that's a good one. See, that one, see, now we can use Naka right here. And boom. Thank you for reminding me, guys. Not that I manage. There's thousands of tickers in the market. I'm not gonna have all of them remembered. Okay, so if you guys remind me what tickers, what's moving, you know, yeah, Naka's not moving. Yeah, 100%. But you just had a massive run, right? So what is this? You just had a massive 74% run, consolidation, sell-off, happens all the time. But in theory, if you look at the broad spectrum here, what is Naka in, essentially, right? What is Naka technically in? From a broad perspective. Now, this is a very deep retracement, for sure. All right, very, very deep retracement. That's not a cup and handle. Cup and handle, you want to see somewhat of a top range. This is more of a deep range sell-off. We'll monitor this. What's the fib zone in this thing? Just approximately. All right, so it bounced off the golden pocket. Okay, so that's not typically bad. It's not bad. Price is respecting the golden range here. This one's interesting. This one's really interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Golden range is really not that bad. Really not bad. Alright, we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Let's see what the market decides to do here. Great. When you drink coffee, you know what that means. You got to use the bathroom. Jesus Christ. NVX. All right, so I'll take the requests. NVX. I see YDKG, IXHL. YDKG. Real quick, I'll just skim through it, but I'll go through the order of typing. A lot of people are talking about it, you say? Okay, well, I'm not gonna fucking... All right, there's that. All right, so next person that gets to in order of chat. All right, so I'll take a look at ADTX. So give me a second. I'll leave it right there, folks. I'm just waiting on the minute here. Turning on the minute. SPY bottom left, Bitcoin top right, ASST top left quadrant, and bottom right will be a request quadrant. So let's get it going. All right, let's do that. Let's get it going, folks. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. All right. This is the big boy chart, and then we got the quadrant charts. All right, let's see. We want to see a bounce above 141, or at least break out the resistance at 141, folks. Very important we break above 141. Like, continuously. Not get rejected. Alright, here we go. 3 seconds. Spies. 2 seconds. 1 second. Alright, let's see. Market open. Ding, 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 ding. Market open. Dingy, dingy, dingy. Spies having a nice little sell-off. Bearish divergence. ADTX here. ADTX. Don't touch them. I mean, not financial advice, but I don't touch the market for a whole hour. Whoa, ASST is not moving. What kind of fuckery is this? Whoa. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? What the fuck was that? Wait. Whoa, that's weird. That is weird. Dude, 8 million in volume, not one movement? Whoa, that's not... Ooh. Ooh. I kind of have an idea what that means. Ooh. I kind of have an idea what that means. I have a very good idea what that means. And that's regarding lit markets. That's really freaky. Really, really freaky. This reminds me of GME. 8. Alright, let me go ahead and see the volume on... Oh, please tell me I didn't set up the volume. Please tell me I did. Oh, it's right here, top right. So that's the one I'm missing. I'm missing the volume profile. Fuck, guys. I deleted all my indicators this morning by accident, folks. I'm missing the volume profile. I gotta set that up now. Fuck. I'm an idiot. Wow, ASST really not moving here. That's so crazy. Oh, man. Alright, volume. Waiting on volume here. Volume is the top right delta on the top right quadrant here at 103. So it looks like... So exits... So the bear flip is slowly declining here. So 143, very nice to see here. All right, so look at the volume here on the top right, flipping slowly green. Bears are either exiting, because it is dwindling here on the 1 hour here. All right, 1 hour looking good. I like to see the macro, but you know, if you want to see the micro, fuck it, all right. VWAP. I gotta change the VWAP profile. Guys, I deleted my indicators, all the indicators this morning, so there's gonna be a lot of things you won't see on the screen and some things I won't be able to see here. Alright, so I'm watching the volume here. Ooh, break above the 141. Very nice. Alright, we have the bearish delta slowly dwindling. I'm watching the top right here, the volume. The volume slowly like literally destroying the bears right now. Come on, flip green, baby. Give me a positive delta. Give me the positive delta. Break that one center line here. Flip fucking green, and we're off. I don't mind this at all, by the way. We're above the 141. Really nice. Beautiful. This is not bad. Okay, Bitcoin. What the fuck? Bitcoin. Pukey, pukey. Pukey, pukey. Pukey, pukey. Come on. This is not bad, folks. Volume's coming in, though. 141. Remember what I said. See how we can wick above 141? We want to start breaking candles. We want to start making candles above 141. Something like this, right? Like this. We want to be above 141. That's important. Because right now our key resistance is this zone right here. So come on, baby. Just... Dude, this is so weird what the fuck ASST is doing. This wasn't happening a couple days ago. Huh. Very interesting. Alright, so ADTI. Alright, hold on. Let me go by order of QBT. Oh, QUBT. Alright, so that one actually was the first. Alright, so let's go ahead through QUBT quickly. Isn't this the quantum play? Right? Off the rip. I see that we broke out of a trend here. And then you also... So this was an ascending wedge here. Very nice. It tried to break out of its key resistance area. Nice, and you fell off. So that's the little droopy, little silent. So now you created a new pattern inside a rectangle top. So now bilaterally, you're no longer in this. You're no longer in an uptrend. Now you're inside a range, and your range breakdown is at 1404 roughly. So quick observation: you broke a key trend line. You're back in a trend box. So just monitor here, and we'll take it from there. Interesting. All right, back to ASST real quick. What's going on, my little darling? Ooh, 141, folks. 141. All right, so next one. We had ADTX. All right, what's everybody talking about here? What are we fizzing here? What's the... Ooh. Oh, my... What is with you guys and these crab legs? What is with you guys and these fucking crab legs? Can you guys explain to me what is it about gambling in the markets that you guys love doing? Like, what is this? You know what I see here? I feel like going to a fucking buffet and ordering some fucking crab legs. Okay, this is exactly what this reminds me of. Fucking crab legs. What are we doing? Alright, I guess you guys want that little hopium. Alright, I'm gonna give you a little hopium. I'll give it to you, alright? You're in a bear flag, bro. It looks like a bear flag. Exactly a fucking bear flag. Alright? So here's your bounce, resistance and support. RSI on the 1 hour wants to break. Oh, wow. So in theory, wow. So this is what you call a wow, okay. Hold up. I think we got something. Hold on, let me see something. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I won't even entertain this. But I will say this. It wants to hit top resist. So if you're going to take that trade, that's a 20% move. Please fucking exit. Not financial advice if you hit this top trend line. Congratulations on the trade if you took it, but look at the top resistance line here. Very interesting. Alright, next. 145, folks. ASST 145. 145. Let's fucking go. Let's go. 145 here. Bitcoin at 113. SPY's actually consolidating here, or not really moving, not consolidating, excuse me. Not really moving here after you made a massive all-time high again. So this is what I like to see. ASST, we are breaking above the 141. That is super bullish. RSI is technically in the bull zone. Love to see that. This is such a great momentum shift here. This is really bullish. Now, if you guys didn't see my post here, let me go ahead and grab my X account. I'm going to show you my X account. We are inside a cup and handle, okay? I didn't want to speak on this on the videos yesterday because I was waiting for confirmation. But folks, I'm going to put this X account. I'm going to show you the chart right now. Check the chat, folks. Check the posts on the X account that I made. That I posted. Check that cup and handle. Check that cup and handle, folks, that I posted this morning. This is why I said follow my X account. I'm very active on X, but look at this beautiful cup and handle that we are in. Cup and handle formation is a very bullish pattern here, folks. It's not on this chart. Excuse me. Let me go to my main chart. I keep forgetting that. It's on my other chart. Let me go ahead and get the other chart. Boom, 146. Look how we are breaking above the 146. We just want to make a confirmation though. Like we want to come back down. Hopefully come back to 141. If we don't come back to the 141, fuck it. We're good. Okay, I always like to have confirmation bounces or breakouts, okay? So here's a nice little red wick here. We're above the bull zone. All right, and let me show you the cup and handle on the main chart. So check this out, guys. Check this out. Look at this beautiful, I'll do it on small time frames so you see candle structures. And let me get rid of all the noise. Sorry, I do a lot of fucking TA, folks. Sorry for all the noise. All right, let me turn off the noise here. All right, beautiful cup and handle. Check the post out. All right, check the post out. Nice little drop, consolidation. We hit a top, resistance and support. Hit this range and eventually break out. Do you know what the breakout of measurement rule for the cup and handle is, folks, on ASST? Okay, and this is roughly the measurement rule. Okay, roughly the measurement rule. Okay, this is a very reserved number, but right now in terms of these lows, we're looking for a lot of confluence. We have 268 and 307. A lot of confluence in this area. Price literally wants to break out. You can call this a bull flag, a scallop, cup and handle. Patterns form laterally. So new patterns are formed, new ones are nullified, and new ones create on the way up or on the way down. This adds confluence. The more pattern positive outlook, cup and handle, scallop, bull flag, channel, this adds confluence for more momentum swing up, okay? There's going to be a lot of struggles on the way up, but right now, price is looking good where we are now. Okay, look at this. I even see on the 12 hour we have a hammer here. So you have 6 hours left on this hammer, but right now it's a hammer. So take it for what, so take that as a positive note. You know, small little W's. All right, small little W's here. But so far so good. All right, let's get back to the quadrants here. All right, so I see Naka, NDTX. Did I did Naka, NVX? All right, so NVX. Actually, hold up. This dog shit ticker is actually making moves. And knowing what I know, %. If I throw 50 cents at this, can I make $1? No, I won't make $1. Alright, anyway, next one. YDKG. I think we did this one already, right? Did we do this one? God, there's so many fucking tickers. No. I think I did. Oh, no, this is, oh, no, we already did that one. Alright, IXHL. What do we got? What the fuck? What the fuck are we doing here, folks? Alright, hold up. Let me get back here. Hold up. There's whoa, what happened? Nice sell-off at the 146. Huge sell-off. 146 line. Whoa. Whoa, huge. Huge. What happened? Whoa, lot of what the hell? Holy mackerel. What happened? Hold up. So 146. Ah, okay. I see. People exited here. Cute. There you go. So people had exited here. So technically we're in a fat range now. Really, really fat range. Look at that. That's so interesting here. Very, very interesting here. Let's see if SPY wants to break up. Give me 1 second, folks. Exit at the 146. Okay. So people took exit at a key resistance area here. So nothing broken yet. Okay, nothing broken yet. Interesting. CB. All right, there's a lot going on here. What did you say? Seeing a lot of people talk about what? CMBM had a very nice PM. Now it's halted. CMBM. Whoa. CMBM. What the f... I mean, my guy, you just had a god candle here. What is this? Network Corporation? Is this technology? Oh, it's telecommunications? Well, that's always a good thing. Holding company which engages in the provision of wireless broadband networking infrastructure. Whoa. Well, that's a good moat. Are they a shit company? Well, their chart is pretty shitty, but you are kind of making a recovery here. Since April lows, you have been somewhat... Actually, you've been in an uptrend. That's actually really good. And you're at key resistance. Wow, okay. This is an interesting chart. Very interesting chart. You're literally at resistance. So to break 229, roughly, where are you at? 150, excuse me. Oh, it's at halt. Okay, so that makes sense to me. Wow, okay. Yeah, this thing looks good. I don't know what's happening here. This must have been some crazy ass news. Wow, some crazy ass fucking news. Looks good. Some catalyst happened there, huh? So ASST, sell off at the key resistance at 146. Nothing's broken yet, just sitting in a range. If you guys don't know what I see here, just look at this. And you're in a box. You're in a box. Alright, I do typically want to see this range break out. So this is what I see here. Respect trend here. We're waiting for Powell. Yeah, so this thing right here, CNBC, absolutely. This must be news or some sort of meme run happening here. That's a crazy volume. Like, that's absolutely nuts. Pre-market. This is going to come crashing. Oh, do they have options? Can I short this? Can I short the shit out of this? What is this? CNBC, CMBM. CMBM. Do they have options? Hello. All right, let me see the IV. Oh my, yeah. Oh my, yeah, they do have options. Oh yeah. What's the spreads? What's the spreads? The spreads are looking pretty tight. The spreads, last one, no. What's the change here? Last 1 and 10. Ooh, I don't like, yeah, the spread's way too wide. Yeah, the 20th, oh no, you only have 23 days. Yeah, the spread's way too fucking wide here. Holy shit, yeah, spread's way too wide. I'm not trading. Oh, hell no, I can't short that. Fuck no. Got a contract with Starlink, hence the spike. Wait, what? Oh, so this is not a meme run? Okay, alright, that's valid. Wow, with Starlink? Wow, valid. Good shit. Good shit. Alright, we are selling off here on ASST. Bounce gotta be here at the 136. That's what I want to see here. Bounce here at the 136 would be awesome. Alright, Bitcoin selling off a little bit here. God, ASST reminds me of GME. Like, it's a little freaky here. Alright, let's see what else. That's pretty good. I got a contract with Starlink. That's super massive. Super massive. What's the volume here? 9, 10 million? Okay. Holding the line here. Holding the line. SPY. SPY and fucking Bitcoin over here. So we just gotta wait it out. What other tickers we got going on? Let's see what's going on with the market as a whole. A little red here. A little flippy red. A lot of small caps are red, and another half is green. Let's take a look at the green so far. So who's flipping? Fubo with a 10% here. Lucid 5%. New Neg 5% here. NVTS 3%. ASTS 3%. So, like I said, it's going to be a little choppy today. A lot of people are exiting or not trading today because of powwow. Keep in mind, he is talking today, so there's less liquidity in the entire market, folks. So that's something we have to keep in mind. Okay, we have to keep in mind. Let's remind ourselves, powwow is at 2 o'clock. Powwow is at 2 o'clock. What else? Alright, so since the market's a little bit somewhat of a standstill, give me 5 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. Be right back. Nope, I'll leave it at the 5 minute. All right, we're back. All right, we're back, folks. Talk to me. What's happening? All right, come back and the world's not crashing. All right, we're good. We're all alive. We're all alive. Let's turn on the 1 minute real quick. 15. Let's see here. Yeah, you're in a range. Nothing broken. Nothing broken. Bitcoin. So Starlink CMBM. Wow, what a lucky trade some folks out here. I mean, it was at 50 cents and now you're trading above $2. That's massive. That is massive. I guess any telecommunications tickers out there, you know, count your blessings, man, because sometimes these big companies come in and save the day. Like literally. So great. All right, that's not working here. Display. Let me see. Why is this not generally good? Hot. Let's go. There we go. All right, back to the chat. All right, so let's see here. SPY's moving up. ASST not really moving here. ASST not moving. Hold and hit. There it is. Touch 137 here, folks. It touched the support line. You can always get wicks here. I wouldn't be surprised if you get a wick all the way down here. We'll see. Let's see if this holds. 136 here. Another key area of support. Touch. And then we evaluate. ASST is moving down. Baby, are you down? Baby, are you down? Oh, yes, it is moving down, baby. You gotta monitor and wait. Oh, SPY's breaking up another new high. Fucking massive. All right, let's see ASST. Let's go. Are we gonna get the bounce or are you gonna get the crouch? Crouching down or are you gonna get bouncy? Let's see here. 5 minute 136. RSI is below center line on the 5 minute. Now let me turn on the volume here. Let me turn the volume on the 5 minute. Let me see. God damn it. Why is it not loading? Are you fucking serious? Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, there's no bullish flow coming in. That's interesting. Let's see. Delta still screaming a little bearish here. Still bearish. We gotta start flipping a little. There. Oh, there's the bulls. There's the bull. That was a fucking huge order block here. All right, so people are finding support at that. People are stepping in at that support line here. 117, 116 here. 116. We still need a lot more volume coming in. Come on, bulls. Step in, bitch. Wicket. 118. Wicket. We gotta wait. Wow, people literally were fighting for our lives here. Fighting. All right, so we wicked it here. We're breaking below key area of resistance. Yahtzee. So we gotta really find a bounce here. Nice little bounce. 197. Kind of crazy how, you know, yesterday it was very flowy, right? Flowy. Like price was, I don't know how to say it. It was like wavy. Today it's just like static. Very interesting what's happening. I mean, volume is still subsequently really good here in theory, but look at the sell-off. Now, obviously now this is very different. Very different. Something feels different today. Look at the volume. Look at the volume buying and selling here. So nuts. It somewhat seems controlled here. It's so weird. Let me see SPY. What's happening? SPY's making all-time highs. This is absolutely not normal. It doesn't feel normal. Order flow is a little different here. Negative 447 here. We're finding support at the 135. We gotta really find support here at 135. All right, volume just stepped in. Immediate, complete volume shift here on the bull side. Let's see if it sustains here. Very nice to see. We gotta hold this. Gotta hold this. Volume shift here on the delta. Let's see if it holds. Very good to see here at 136. Large orders coming in, but we gotta really push it. Really push it. Look at that. Look at that wick here. Let me see SPY. What's happening with SPY? Tell me. $14 on the bull side here. 14 on the bull side. Okay. Interesting. This is literally the most important zone on this damn thing. ASST is literally at the most important zone right now. One of the most important zones. Very, very interesting here. I'm not liking where it's sitting at because right now it is literally struggling. I'm not liking where it's sitting. I don't know why it's struggling today. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm telling you, the feel of today is different from the other days. This one's, like I said, it feels like it's more controlled here. And volume is technically still bullish here in terms of how much volume is stepping in here. This reminds me of a specific stock back in the day. Once it had some limelight, other people did not want this to go up. But hey, we'll monitor it. We'll monitor it. We will monitor it respectfully. All right. Bitcoin selling off a bit. Again, this doesn't feel like yesterday. Something's completely off today about ASST. And look at the bars. What the fuck, dude? Today feels different. Yeah, there's the bar, like, yeah, they look like barcodes. Look at this shit. That's pre-market, but still, even post-market, it looks like barcodes. That's fucking weird. I'm telling you, this is super staticky, man. I don't feel the flow. Fucking weird. Ugh. Alright, so 135 is where Alfred or Mike actually did a nice little limit order buy here at 135. Very important here. So let's see if it's going to hold. Bitcoin coming down. Bitcoin coming down here. Dark pool. Yeah, Doge. Yeah. I mean, I'm not... Look, I know what it is. I just can't really amplify it on my stream because of Google policies. So I rather just, you know, go about it a different way of wording it. But I'm not going to go ahead and amplify exactly what we all know what's happening here. This is exactly what you're saying. Exactly what you're fucking saying. This is super fucking annoying right now. It is what it is. So we're holding the line, no, 135. We're holding the line. We're holding the line. It's not breaking support yet. You're still in this range, folks. So we just got to fight this out. If you notice here, I'll even turn on my Heikin-Ashi and we'll consolidate the candle structures just to give you a nice visual of where the support is. Look what every time exactly you hit this bottom trend line. All right, your absolute bottom. 135. 135, you wicked it here. But 135. Let's see if we bounce here. All right, other than that, 130 is very plausible today. 130 is very plausible today. All right, let's see. 135, 135. Let's hold it. Well, in the meantime, what other tickers are we looking at, folks? While ASST figures itself out. While ASST figures itself out. Is investing talk? What is this? What are you talking about? Oh. All right, 134. All right, 134. Bitcoin is having a nice little, not a really good day right now. Okay, we are breaking below trend here. We are getting that huge. Let me go ahead and turn on the regular candles. All right, we're getting a lot of bearish momentum here. Bearish. Let me go turn on the volume here. All right, so we're breaking below support here. So typically what I want to start seeing, when you break a key level area of support, once you break down, I want to see a confirmation back up like a double top, and then hopefully we either break down continuation or we break back into this range. So let's see if we're going to get that nice confirmation first before we start considering another downtrend here. So let's see what happens. So you are breaking support. Again, you want to start seeing at least price moving back up to the breakout zone and then confirm with a double top, triple top, and then break down. Okay, maybe the 131 area. I'm thinking 130. It's a psychological area. 130 would be another base, psychology wise. All right, so here we go. Nice little bit. All right, since we broke support, what we want to see is touch back, support break, and then retest it. So let's get, hopefully we get a confirmation, which in most cases we do. In most cases we do, like double bottoms, triple tops, like they exist for a reason. Like those terminologies exist for a reason because traders wait for confirmation. That's key in the trading role, in the world, trading world. All right, so nothing yet. Nothing's really, nothing yet. We're waiting. Patience. Like I said, what did I say? There won't be enough liquidity. I mean, there's not liquidity today because Fed talk is at 2. And I said earlier in the stream, don't be surprised if today's fucking choppy and wonky until Powell speaks, right? Until Powell speaks. So very important. Okay. Very important. Yo, bro, ASST coming down. ASST just broke down support, but we got to come back and retest it. I mean, you tell me. I don't have to tell you. I mean, look at the data in front of you. What do you see? What has been a key area of support? And what's resistance? Let's use our brains a little bit, folks. Just a tad bit. What do you guys see? Resistance. All right, you touch resistance. Look at that wick here. Look at that. And what do you see? Support. All right, in theory, you are getting a reaction off a key breakdown support. You see this volume engulfing at the 15-minute. You still have 6 minutes to print this candle, but that is a very, it's a more of a visual of where continuation potentially is to the downside. Okay, and that was a very, very possible idea coming into today. All right, so SPY having a little bearish moment here at the opening bell. Okay, Bitcoin also having a little bearish moment here at the 112 here. So yeah, so now we're not even confirming the break or the test of that top trend line. 135 was essentially this guy's purchase order against 15 minutes, 6 minutes to close this candle. So, you know, let's see. 5 minute, 5 minute. A lot of buyers stepping in here. 132. Okay, here's the test. All right, here's the test. All right, this is the test. All right, we're breaking in or touching the breakout zone. 135. All right, let's see what price action does here, folks. This is what you call a double top. A double top, okay, if you reject. Not a double top yet. A double top confirmation, be like, oh, we got a double top. Okay. Well, actually, no, it is a double top. You don't have to wait for the breakout. It's just a touch. The double top is called a touch. It's just you always want to wait for confirmation. So we're waiting for this double top to print either below or above. All right. Look at that back test, folks. You see confirmation. This is like a pivotal moment. Sometimes you can actually reject this, come back down, key area support, and then come back up for a triple top, and then hopefully you get a breakout. So let's see what's happening right now at this current candle structure. Double top. We are getting a wick so far. We're not getting volume. We're not getting volume. I'm telling you, today's feeling a little wonky. Like, I knew wonky. Price action be wonky today because of the Feds, but ASST flow is very, like, I'm telling you, this wasn't like this for the past 3 days. This is a very different flow in ASST. It's super weird. I don't know how to explain. I've been doing this for quite some time. You can just tell the difference night and day on some charts because you've been charting it for multiple days, and then it's just completely shifted in its momentum. All right, so we're breaking above so far. Nice to see here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Getting back inside the range. So on larger time frames, this is going to be a wick. So if I turn on my 1 hour, look at the wick. You see? Easy, beautiful. I like to see that hammer on the 1 hour. All right, so far so good. At least in the 1 hour time frame, we have 48 minutes left. Coming into this, I knew that would be a wick. On smaller time frame, it looks scary. But so far so good. Price is finding at least a respect in the 135. We know this is a key area of support here. All right, so look at that bounce. So far so good. So the double top is cooking. It's cooking, it's cooking, it's cooking. Double top successful. All right, successful for now. All right, good to see. Beautiful. Look at that back test, beautiful. So far, this is a great candle to see on the 1 hour. Very good to see. We still have 48 minutes left, but this is a good start. And it's back inside this range. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Lovely. How you guys doing? Is everybody freaking out? Are you guys clenching your butt cheeks? I would be too, trust me. I would be too. But don't over leverage, guys, please. Protect yourselves. All right, what other tickers are we looking at? All right, what others? What others? Let's talk about ones we haven't looked at. All right, first off, I have to change my why is the auto lock here? Why is it auto locked at 30 seconds? What the fuck? What in the Fugazi? Oh, auto lock is restricted to 30 seconds. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and turn on my All right, we're back in action, folks. We are back in action. I heard Ranny on Reddit. What you think? I heard Ranny. What the hell is Ranny? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I don't know what Ranny is. What's Ranny? I'm not familiar with the word Ranny. Oh, R-A-N-A? Alright, let's take a look at it. Ranny Therapeutic? Yeah, I mean, while we're waiting for... I mean, look, guys, I'm going to be very honest with you before I move on to Ranny. It's going to be a very, very slow day. Fed talk meetings is at 2 o'clock. And typically, you're going to have no liquidity in the market because people refuse to gamble. And that's rightfully so. So I'm not surprised that we're somewhat choppy today. Okay, very, very slow today. All right, it's expected. That's just the way these things work. And yeah, so sideways action so far is confirmed. I mean, we're back in the range. SPY's not really fucking moving. It's no trend. There's just up and down. Okay, so all right, let's take a look at Ranny. What is this? What is this? What do you got going on? Oh my god. Another one. Another one. What the fuck is this, bro? What the fuck? Look at that clean rejection at the 0.5. Key area resistance. Look at this. I'm on the monthly time frame, folks. So this has been a key area resistance for what, 2 years? So since November of 2024 all the way up to fucking December 23rd. December of 2023. So for 2 years this has been a key resistance. Now 2 years later or so, we're back hitting this range. If you're in this ticker, no offense, but get the fuck out. I don't know what is going on here, but I don't, this looks bad. Now, in theory, let me see if that is a 30-degree angle here. Oh shit, it's 32. Oh wow. Oh wow. 32 degrees, huh? Okay. What's the shit on this? Let's go Bitfarms. Oh wait, Bitfarm. That's actually one we got to keep an eye on. Thanks for reminding me, by the way. Let's do BITF in here. We'll throw it up here. Yeah, 441. Let's go. Let's go 441. Let's go 441 Bitfarm. Let's go. Let me just get rid of that. Let's go. What is this? What is Bitfarm is moving? Biddity biddity. Biddity biddity biddity. Very good here. Bitfarm moving. Nice. You got a nice little hammer on the 12-hour. That's nice to see. Nice little. All right, so you're at key resistance now. Very nice. Bitfarm is moving. There's some YouTuber. He pretty much put Bitfarm on the spotlight. But if you look at Bitfarm from a broad scale, let me go ahead and turn on my my main chart. Look what Bitfarm is in. Look at this channel. I posted this on my Discord. Look at Bitfarm in a broad look here. High. What the fuck? Was it on the 3-day that I was looking at it? 12-day? Oh, the 12-hour time frame. High, a low. Higher high, higher low. Now you're finding a key bounce at this bottom trend line here. So look how price is thus respecting this trend line. Key area support. Look at these two candles here. Bloody beautiful. Look at that beautiful support line, and thus we're finding another bunch of buyers sitting at this range here. Okay, beautiful. So you want to see confluence, you want to see confirmation. Look at this beautiful bounce here and a hammer at the 12. So far so good. And I love more is that these EMAs are about to sit below it instead of above it. Okay, and if you guys notice, when you have EMAs sitting above, you sort of get like a rejection. You get a rejection flow. You see candles breaking below it. But now you're breaking above it, and now a lot of volume is stepping in here. So either today's just acting or reacting because of this bottom flow, or that YouTuber, which I forgot his name, actually has he has that kind of pull that he's bringing in a lot new liquidity into this Bitfarm. And that YouTuber, I posted on my Discord, I forgot his name, but he has about 30,000 organic followers and subscribers. So that is a very significant amount of inflow coming in. All right, a lot of money coming in here. So I'm not surprised if his peoples are coming in here and jacking this shit up. Okay, he was just talking highly of it. BITF is in that community's radar, and rightfully so. Right, that's a very good. This is what you want to see. I have calls on BITF, absolutely. I don't talk about it because this is more of a long-term play. I have calls here. This is long-term play. This is more, reminds me of APLD. If you guys, wait a minute. Whoa. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Please tell me I missed this. I could have done shares. Hold up, guys. Give me 1 second. SAT 6618588. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold up, folks. How did I not see this earlier? Is it gonna hit at the volume average high? And the 2. Oh my god. No way. 2. Get the fuck out of here, folks. Whoa. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna wait for the dip on this. I'm gonna buy shares now. I have to do it. I cannot not miss this. Hold on, and let me just add a little bit more confluence here. Just give me 1 second here. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. 886618, additional confluence. Okay, 4-hour RSI. Posting below center line, and the positive DI just crossed the negative DI, and the ADX on the 13, it's still somewhat in an angle here, but this is a good first sign. And look at the delta here, the volume profile. 141 inflow on the bull side. Huh. Why am I not doing shares here? Why? How did I miss this? I'm a fucking... You know what? Alright. Yeah, so BITF looking like a strong reversal here. A strong reversal. Yeah, BITF. I should have just bought shares. Oh, alright, so what I'm going to do is... we have a clean rejection at the 462 here on Bitfarm. So another thing to know here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an alert. See if we get a rejection here moving forward. Look at this beautiful rejection area. Beautiful Bitfarm. Absolutely crushing it. We're going to keep an eye on Bitfarm. It is now bouncy. Very good. So we're going to hopefully get this rejection, the 382, 462, and break above it. All right. So this trade is already missed out. I don't like FOMOing. Absolutely not. But right now, Bitfarm looking like a reversal is in the works. Okay. Reversal's in the works. So let's keep an eye on Bitfarm. Absolutely. Let me post this on the Discord, actually. Hopefully the Discord members were paying attention to the stream. Let me go ahead and post this on Bitfarm. So that way people know this is a clean area of resistance. 1 second. BITF. 382 clean rejection zone. All right, back to these guys. All right, what other tickers are we looking at, folks? Randy's absolutely fucking, I don't know what to tell you here. Looks like it just had a spike. Rejection at a clean yearly high. A clean rejection for years. All right, what other tickers we're looking at, folks? What other tickers? Talk to me. ASST, let me see here. ASST still in the range. We're at 136. Bitfarm 149. SPY somewhat choppy here. All right, somewhat choppy. Bitfarm's 150. Hello. Let me see my calls. My calls. Oh my days. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Can you check CAN? Yeah, hell yeah. People are saying Bitfarm can hit 885 before end of year or by the end of year. So before I move on to CAN, Bitfarm in theory can get to $8. Yes, that's realistic. That's more realistic. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. $8. All right, let me change this flow. God damn it. $8 you say, huh? At the 113. So $8 aligns with my 113 ratio. Ooh, yeah, I can see it. 100%, I can see that. Yep. Actually, what I'm seeing now is, oh shit. All right, so let me turn on my Heikinashi at the same time. Oh wow, look at that. Almost looks like a bull flag. It's the display's too much here, so it's not a bull flag. It's way too open here. Display's way too open, but interesting to see. All right, CAN. All right, let's see what's happening here. All right, So, huge momentum to the upside here. What is this? 140. Oh, God. I saw a tweet by Wayne Lang saying 855 for BITF. And 103 for Iran. Oh, yeah. So I saw a tweet Wayne Lang on 8555. Okay, I see it. Okay. Well, what we need now is for Bitfarm to actually start printing some fucking revenue or get some major contract with some crazy deal, like some sort of big big tech company. All right, let's what's going on here? What are we doing here? What do we got? No harmonics. Okay, let me see if we can get a minor one. No. Oh, we could actually have one, but this is way too high. And the 886 might be too big of a ratio. Yeah, the 1 is above the 886. Yeah, that's nothing. Alright, so that's out of the equation. But you are printing a scallop. 141. And you just had a very, very huge influx of buyers stepping in. Why? So this is a scallop here. This is a scallop here. I'm just gonna quickly observe this from this angle here. Are we touching any zones? We broke below the 382. Let me see if we can extend that. 236. Let me turn on the weekly here. At the all-time low, all-time high. So this thing has the potential to break down to 129. Yeah, you hit the cleave injection area. 170, 129. Broke. You're testing that 5 EMA. Oh yeah, so this is a very, very clean area bounce right here. If this thing were to come back into this zone, that's the financial advice. This has a very, 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 very strong bounce at this range, and I'll tell you why. Whatever this range is, 125, 125, 121. You can wick here. Why? On the weekly time frame, turn on your weekly time frame. What do you see here? You break below that 5 EMA. There is the 100 SMA, the 50 SMA, and your 10 EMA weekly indicators here on the chart. This zone, whatever this zone is, not financial advice, in lines with the 382, 129. So if this thing were to break down at the 129, roughly you can wick it down to 123. Roughly, this box is a very, 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 very strong support. Okay, that's very strong support. So yeah, so that's your little TA on that guy. But if it breaks down, that's a strong. Is there any reason why this move up? Is it like a fucking, it's a pharmaceutical play? All right, BI. Okay, ASST breaking below resistance. I mean support here. Breaking below resistance. So 130, 130, 131. So we failed the support line here. We failed it. So bust out. Bust fucking out. God damn. Yikes, man. Alright, CAN. Can you check Naka? I can check Naka. I just have a feeling Bitfarm will be sure to drop some heavy news to investors. Earning announcement. Okay. Okay, just because if they are in negative revenue, there's no way to follow up with good news. Yep. Alright, so you said CAN, right? Let's check CAN. I gotta do this quick because some people are just waiting on ASST. Wait, I already did this one, right? Oh yeah, we already fucking did this. Hold up, folks. Let me. Why every time I change time frames, it doesn't save? That is annoying. That is very annoying. I'm gonna have to change that. All right, 131 here. CAN. Rani. Alright, which one's the other one? You said Naka. Naka. Whoa. Selling off. Alright, touching that 1.5 here. 1.5. 1.5. Another deep retracement here on the daily. 0.5 here. So just take a picture of this. Break the 0.5. Next round is 80 cents at the golden pocket range here. And you're breaking below the 5 and 10 EMAs here. So this is moving along with ASST. Same scenario, like we're just falling off a cliff here. So be very mindful here. Be very, very mindful here. Alright, folks. You got to remember macro sentiment. SPY. Is SPY acting pukey? Well, it's printing almost a doji. Still is a spinning top right now as we speak. Let me go ahead and turn on the auto. So it looks like a doji. If I stretch it, it's going to look like a spinning top. But technically, it's printing a doji. Alright. Nice and flat body here. It's neither here, neither there, folks. And that's typically not a very, very good sign. Because then this looks like an abandoned baby. Right? Looks like an abandoned baby. And if you look left here on SPY, look what you've always been. Every time you hit the bull zone, the past times, you've always rejected it. Alright? After you had a massive swing. So, a lot of confluence. If I stated this in my video yesterday, a lot of bearish sentiment is lingering. I said this in my video yesterday, and I don't kid. I don't bullshit. I don't bullshit. I trade the trend. Okay? That's the value that you get in my streams, is that I trade the trend. And I stated in my video, if you guys watch it, it's still bearish. Excuse me, it wasn't. The market sentiment is bearish, not bullish. Sorry, guys. Bearish. At least on a micro scale. Because Bitcoin's not having a good day, and SPY, technically you have bearish divergence. That's another thing I spoke on. Multiple bearish divergences. Very, very. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the 4 hour on this thing. Look at the fucking 4 hour. You're scalding on the 4 hour. Look at that. 81, folks. 80 fucking 1. Absolutely monster. Monster. Looks like an abandoned baby. Yeah, it's getting weak here. Getting weak here. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see here. 131. Let me turn on the fib extensions here. Alright, these are your levels here. Well, that's the impulse. And this is the retracement. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was the impulse move up. There we go. That's much better. There we go. There we go. God, these candles are so fucking weird. They don't look the same. I'm telling you, there's something different in today. Very, very different. Super different. You know what? We'll monitor it. We will monitor. We will monitor. Here we go. $131. Yeah. All right. So the 382 was where? What was the 382 here? The 382 was exactly sitting at. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of this little bottom trend line here. All right, and I do see a 0.65, $1.22. Next potential drop here if we keep continuing down. Most likely it's gonna consolidate because it's been respecting the 618 at the 137. Multiple wicks here. Wick, rejection, and then we're coming down a little bit here. So let's continue to observe ASST. Everybody, like I said, the market's a little bit illiquid. There's not a lot of people stepping in here. Today is a Fed day. People don't want to take chances here. I think we're gonna get cut rates. All right, what other tickers are we looking at? What other? Can we not get mean ones? We already have the ASST movement here. Let's continue to monitor other areas until we get a confirmation on ASST. All right, we rejected the 146. We broke key support area, bouncing at the 131. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. All right, what else is out there, folks? ASST. Look at that. So 10% on neg. Yeah, see, so very, very low average winnings here. NVTS 1369, QBTS 5%, Quantum Play, Jimia 4% on the day. Palantir, holy shit, Palantir. Wait a minute, hold the line here. Can't I checked Naka, right? We already checked Naka. Where's Palantir? All right, Palantir, massive move to the upside here. Whoa, wee woo, wee woo. Very, very very nice, very nice. Wow, Palantir. Wow, absolutely blossoming today. 4% on the day, Palantir. Holy moly. Holy moly. ASST Bitfarm. Holy moly. Jesus Christ. Holding 131 here, folks. ASST. Holding 131 here. Bitfarm. Ooh, nice little gravestone doji here. Nice little gravestone doji here. God, I really want to enter here. Not financial advice, but I really would. I would DCA a little bit here. But I'm just not that type of trader where I just fucking just trade on green days. I don't like buying on green momentum here. I would personally just wait till Fed, see what he says, and then trade the trend, right? But god damn, Bitfarm looking really healthy here. Like the bounce area at a key support, and we're at the 236 macro. You have EMAs now strolling as support. You have the 250 SMA acting as support as of right now off of this candle structure. You just had a massive inflow of positive bullish momentum here. Gravestone doji at this impulse, but look at the automatic bounce right above this key area support on the 30-minute. That's super bullish, at least in terms of what price wants to do. People took profits at the 449. Okay, key resistance micro 449. Key area is 462. Beautiful. Oh man, I would do it, but I don't buy on green days. I like buying on red days. That's just my rule. It's always been my rule. Alright, so SPY a little wonky here, a little choppy. The market's not really giving me some sort of momentum shift here, folks. It's a little boring today. It's a little boring until 2. Hell, I might not. Maybe I should, I don't know. Maybe I should go get more coffee. Yeah, that's what I need. I need more coffee. Need more coffee, folks. Look, it's really fucking choppy today. Let me go see. Let me go get some coffee.
Ah, pero aquí está bueno. Mira, tú no tienes mucho.
All right. Let me see. Anything crazy? Still wonky here, folks. Very wonky. BITF, what a support. All right, let's take a look at other value stocks. Hopefully we can find a deep... Hey, ASST moving here. ASST moving here on the 5-minute. Very nice. Whoa, huge inflow here. Wow. We wicked 130 here. We wicked 130. Nice. 131 here. Huge orders at 130. Huge. Palantir absolutely massive here. Holy shit. What in the fuck is happening, Palantir? It's just disgusting. It's just straight up disgusting. All right, 134 here. Holy moly, Palantir. Massive. Massive. Bitfarm. Where we at, baby? 2% here. Strive, ASST. SPY, it's just absolutely nothing here. Alright, let's continue. Maybe we might need to amp up the music or something. No hay más café! Okay. BZAI. Actually, that's a ticker I haven't seen in a while, actually. Let's get rid of Palantir and let's switch over to BZAI, actually. BZAI. This one is actually a... This one was a weird one. I saw it the other day. Yeah. It was a very interesting ticker. Had a massive sell-off, but somehow it's finding a little bit of life here. It's got this beautiful uptrend currently as we speak here. So if it comes here, tests it. Let's see if it'll bounce. Beautiful uptrend here. So it's at somewhat. If you guys notice it, it's an ascending wedge, right? So let me get rid of that turquoise line. It's an ascending wedge, right? So every time you hit this key resistance area, it sells off. But look at the apex, right? We're closing in on apex at the structure here. So BZAI has a potential to have a massive master candle at the apex and hopefully break out continuation. But every time you broke out, you get the rejection. You get the rejection. Look, it tried, and that was a huge move actually. That was a massive move. I'm on the weekly, 41%. Interesting. Very interesting here. All right, Bitform 2% on the day. ASST wants to get back into the range, 132 here. SPY really choppy. Maybe I should have went on stream after 12. I should have went on stream after 12 because I knew this was gonna be so choppy today until 2 o'clock. I knew this was gonna be choppy until 2 o'clock. I should have just freaking turned on the stream at 1 and streamed from 1 to 4. Shame on me. I mean, I still could do that. I mean, it's only, what, 3 hours away? 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, this is fucking dead. Lucid. Neg, Fubo, MBTS. MBTS, actually. Let's take a look at MBTS. MBTS. Wow, okay. MBTS. This is one that actually made fucking... I saw this at $5, folks. $5 freaking dollars, and it just had a massive run. It's actually inside a nice little bull flag. Very nice bull flag. Descending wedge at that. Wow. Very nice, actually. It's a nice, beautiful bull flag. This has a lot more room to go, I'll tell you that much. Holy shit. So support seems to be roughly around 1250 range, 1260 range, 1250, 1260. Wow, 12. So Deep valleys at 12 bucks. Wow, RSI. Deep into the bear zone. I mean, bull zone, excuse me. Almost look like a head and shoulders, but that's not it. So that's one. So 130, so ASST. Oh shit, SPY. Oh shit, SPY. Let me see Bitcoin real quick. Yeah. SPY, here we go. Body candles here. We're at a trend base. Very, very important. Let's see if it holds. RSI. So, oh shit, we're actually at a pivot area. Pivot zone on the RSI. Look at that on the 30-minute. We're literally roughly in this range. We're literally at it as... So the past couple of hours, key area support on the RSI. Key area support at the RSI. So the past 2 pivot areas. Interesting. Very, very interesting where SPY is at right now. Very, very interesting. Kind of fucked up my chart there. Wait, what? What the fuck? Hello? Why is it acting weird? What the? How did I switch it to 2? Wait, what? How did I do that? There we go. What the hell was that? Alright, here we go. Alright, SPY. Alright, that's much better now. There we go. Alright. Price is not moving, folks. ASST is slow. It's a slow day, folks. Slow, slow, slow until 2 o'clock. Very, very, very choppy. Very choppy until we get Fed talks, Fed conversations. Right now it's just choppy, wonky. What is happening with BYND here? Let me see BYND. 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 Oh shit, BYND. BYND. Oh shit. Absolutely BYND getting clapped. Everything's wonky. Wonky, wonky, wonky. Any other tickers you guys want me to take a look at? BYND. So it's finding a base at the 0.5 here. Really good to see. You are holding this line at the 0.5. So this is typically not a bad sign because it could be crashing down, but it's just holding this line at the 0.5. I mean, from a risk reward, this is not a bad zone here. Now you're sitting right below it at the 0.5 ratio. Okay, at the 0.5. Let me see the 3-day. Yeah, this is not so bad here. If it can close the 196, that'll be very bullish. But the fact that this is actually holding a decent range, it's actually holding a decent range, right? More or less here, right? Let me just put this one up right here. Ah, that was that from that nice liquidity area. There you go. Yeah, it's in a range. Not so bad here. Interesting. Let's see what happens. BYND absolutely just stuck. In and out, in and out. I mean, if it respects his bottom trend line, I mean, hey, folks, if it's doing the thing, like, you know, these are like significant moves. 20%, right? Touches his bottom trend line here again. Previous was this support line, but if it breaks that support line, come back down to the 175 or whatever range, come back up, that's a 20% move. Those are nice gains. Those are very, very nice gains. So the fact that you're actually holding this range is very, very bullish. I mean, not bullish, excuse me. It's good to see. A lot of people holding the line here. Consolidation means confidence. All right, SPY. Oh shit. It's literally at like a very, very important zone here. RSI. Okay, so the bearish divergence is actually panning out here. So something to note here. Something to note here. So we do have bearish divs printing. This is a class A, folks. Class A. All right. So let's get back into this trend here. Let me see. Let me turn on the 30-minute. Testing that center line. We hold it, and we'll be good to go. If we hold the center line and bounce off it, great. Okay. So the center line in the 15-minute is right now, literally. We're at this trend line. So let's see if we can hold it here, folks. It's gonna react for sure. Very, very important area of support. RSI. Great, now my charts are getting all fucking crazy. Alright, BYND, we'll monitor BYND. Hell, you might even get me you might actually get me as a buyer here at 175 based on historic previous bounce. 175 or something like that along the lines. I might as well just trade the trend, right? There's still a little bit of hype around the stock, right? What is that, 20% move? If it continues, all right, if it continues, that's a good area. And CNA and CGTX, thank you, SEM. Let's take a look at NCNA. Let's take a look at NCNA. Oh my God. All right, I gotta change the music. This goddamn synthwave bullshit is killing me here. Let me change it. It's murdering me. All right, that should be good, right? That should be good. All right. What's happening here? Actually, let me put an alert on BYND real quick. If it breaks 180, I want an alert here. Before I forget. There we go. I got an alert at 180. You touch this zone, you definitely might get me as a buyer here. I want the absolute bottom off this ticker here. All right, let's take a look at the good morning, Peter. Opinion on ASST. Like I said, it's just completely. It's a choppy day. Feds at 2. E-liquid markets. People are not trading right now. This market because Fed starts at 2 o'clock, so people are not going to be. People are going to protect their assets because anything can happen. So people are not trading today or putting their money in the market today. It's just illiquid. And this is typically what happens on these days, on these Fed days. Unfortunately, that's just the way it works, All right, we're touching the psychological area at 130. It pitched 128. It pitched it. Okay. Now, in theory, hold up, before I chart the other. In theory, all right, this is like your last support line here. That's a trend right there. Multiple adds of confluence, roughly. All right, that's pretty much it. Wick, wick. Yikes. Alright. Wicky, wick, and wick. 120, wow. That's a possible. Alright, oh, wait a minute. Hold up, hold up. 186, hold up. Oh, no, not yet. Alright, you said NCNA. Alright, what the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy sh... Whoa! Whoa! Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, hold up. I gotta do it to you. I gotta do this to you. You and like everybody and their mother loves these plays, man. What is it with you guys in these like, what in the hell is happening here? Crabs. Yes, crab legs. This is definitely a... Where is it? Where is my little fucking... Where is my... Please stay away from this. Well, if you want my honest opinion on this, please stay away from this. But right now you have a nice little trend line here that we just drew. And if it touches it, trend line fails, well, you're about to get ass blasted. Alright, you're gonna get ass blasted. If you want levels to this shit, sure, I'll give you levels. Let's take a look from the history. Let's take the larger time frame. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do it from here. This impulse here, that's the impulse there. I'll be nice. We'll do it here. Alright. Here's your key area of support and resistance. Beautiful confluence right at that trend line with the 382 Fibonacci extension level. So that 4 beautifully aligns with this trend line. So take a picture of this. If you break this trend line, these are your area of support all the way down here. Alright, all the way down here. I love this 0.7 at 368 because then someone aligns you with off a cent here. 368. So this is almost a picture perfect Fibonacci extension. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. All right, next one is the CGTX. Let's go. I swear to God, if I go on the weekly and this thing is also a fucking crab leg, I'm gonna have a... Okay, this one's actually not bad. But it's another bio play. Another bio play. What is... You guys love bios, man. I gotta respect it. Gotta respect it. Ooh. Ooh. Resistance, support, you failed at 382. Backup, you failed. Oh my lord. Okay. I want you to pay attention to something. Support, rejection, massive sell-off. Ride this wave, rejection at the 0.5. You break the pink line, massive sell-off. You're at pink line again, support, break below the pink line. It likes to bounce again at this zone. So, I mean, back at the 382. Very plausible. Okay? But right now, this pink line, 382, 140, is a very, very critical support area. Okay? But nice momentum shift here in terms of, like, the upside trend it's in. It's actually, I'd argue, in a bull flag. Oh, yeah, it's in a bull flag. Alright? Bull flag. And if it holds this bull flag, I mean... These are measurement rules, and these are not always fucking Bible. But if you somehow break above, let's say here, I'm gonna be genuine, right? 18 measurement rule off a weekly bull flag, right? But never, it's never a Bible rule, right? You just see it as a way to trade the trend, right? So the trend is bullish, bull flag, and is it gonna get to 18? Absolutely fucking not. Maybe not. Maybe not this year, next year, maybe next year. Not today, not tomorrow, not next month, my opinion. I mean, unless you get some catalyst, obviously. But, you know, this is very bullish where it's at right now. It's finding a key support at the 140. Multiple weeks here at the 140 candles, weekly candles here. So this is actually a very clean support, $1.40. You break 140, well, what do you see here on price action? All right, previous price action tells you fail the pink line, you're coming down. You fail this pink line, you're coming down. Okay, you fail this pink line again, you're coming down. All right, but very good. I mean, in terms of the bullish trend, is very positive. Nothing's broken yet here, just in a downward trend. A descending wedge is what it's called. Descending wedge. Yes, crabs. Let's see here. All right, so ASST now is at 129. Respecting this trend line here. All right. Trend line. All right. Let me go ahead and turn this up a little bit here. With the body candle. All right. And we also have this right here as well. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'll just keep it. I'll keep it fucking simple. There you go. All right. I'll keep it simple. Downward channel. You gotta break the trend, folks. Gotta break this trend. I mean, I can do this much easier, right? I could just fucking do this. I can use my parallel channels. You know what? I'm just lazy. But we're gonna do parallel channels just to make this more, much easier to observe instead of me drawing trend lines. Let me make these a little bit more bolder so we can actually have a little bit of a better visual here. Let me make them skinnier too. You know what? No. Because then people are gonna get confused. This is a nice little downward channel, parallel channel indicator, okay? So now everybody understands what we're looking for. Alright? I don't need to draw little trend lines anymore. There, I just made everybody's life easier right here. So we're in a channel. Let's break out of it eventually. Now we got the visual. This is set and lock. I don't have to draw or adjust my channel. I was just lazy, but I guess I'll just leave it on there for life. All right, here we go. BYND. All right, almost hit my target here. I do want to catch this thing at the bottom. I definitely have a nice little, I might have a little order over there, so I definitely want to catch the bottom on this. Hopefully it bounce and then back up at key resistance at 20% here. I would not mind that at all, to be honest with you. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Juicy. I like this. I like this a lot. I really want it to come back down here. 20% swing trade, that'd be fucking sick. If we can get there, right? If we can get there. So very juicy here. Very juicy. I mean, hell yeah. Alright, let's see what's happening with SPY. Alright, we're somewhat support. Again, let me gut the parallel channels because I've just been lazy. Let me not be lazy. Let me unlazy myself. Alright, let me unlazy myself. Alright, here's the parallel channel. There you go. There you go, roughly. There you go. Boom. There's your freaking channel. Alright, upward channel. Boom. You break that, coming down here. Perspective bounce. Boom. Done. Easy. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Alright, next one. Next one. What do we got here? Did we do all the we did CGTX, right? Yeah, we did CGTX. What did I say about CGTX? Oh yeah, you already spoke on this. I already spoke on this. Alright, what are the tickets we're looking at, folks? I'm keeping an eye on BYND. Oh, yes. Uh-oh. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if it's gonna hold. Wouldn't mind swinging this. Let me see here. Oh yeah, that's a nice area of support. Look at that. 180. 178. There's gonna be a lot of order buy here. 176. 176. I wonder if there's wicks. Are those wicks on the 1 hour? On the 12 hour? Yeah, there's wicks. Look at that. Wow. So 180 is a key area of purchase here. Yeah, those are wicks. Juicy. I'm actually curious. 182 here. But if you notice, we always bounce, and this isn't making a low, a higher low, and a higher low, in theory. So price is not wanting to break below the 180, essentially. That's really interesting here. 180 was a good purchase, but again, this is Fed day, you know. This is interesting. We do have a hard wall, that's for sure. There's a fucking hard wall. 210 roughly. But the bottom is what I'm more interested in here. Very, very, very interesting here. Ooh, 182. What's the swing on that? minus 1%. Support, support, support 180 has been consistent rejection. Support, support. And you can wick here below as low as 168. That's an 8% move from 168. Jesus. Yeah, 180 is a clean bounce area. Look at this candle to the left on the 4 hour. Beautiful, yeah. Look at that. It's finding a little bit of momentum here at the 180 line. Fuck. I wonder if I have time. Alright. Let me see SPY. What is SPY doing before I go ahead and take some stupid trade? Let me see the RSI on SPY. These are my rules. I check SPY first before I go on a trade. That's for sure. I go on a SPY hunt before I go on a trade. It's respecting this bottom trend line here. So far, so good. Let me turn on the 15 real quick. Yeah, respecting this bottom trend line so far. Who wants to bounce? Look at the hammer here. Look at the hammer. Ooh, 15 hammer on BYND. Wow. Wow, 1 hour hammer. 54 minutes left to print, but dude, 180 was that buy order. Look at that. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. BYND potentially is going to reverse at these lows. 180. Let me turn on. Ooh, Dragonfly Doji. Dragonfly Doji. Oh, fuck. Alright, if it starts printing some sort of... Typically, you want to see confirmation candles after the fact. These are like risky traders right now happening. Dragonfly Doji at the 180 bounce area. Then you want a nice little bullish candle printing next. Some people wait for that bullish candle to enter a trade and then start making waves up. So far, it is that's a Dragonfly Doji. Oh my god! If you guys don't know what the fuck that is, let me show you. Because if you're in the stream, you're here for the education. Look at this beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. That's a Dragonfly at the impulse. Beautiful. Now we have 22 minutes left to print this candle, but right now that's a very, very bullish candle on the impulse. Very reversible. That's typically what you want to see at a key support area, which we were looking at here at 180. Very long wick, Dragonfly Doji, multiple bearish candles before previously, and then the next two candles, or at least a momentum shift to the upside, is very, very bullish candles. Okay, but we still have 22 minutes left to print this candle, okay, because I'm on the 30-minute. Beautiful candle structure so far right now. This is a risky ass fucking trade. Very fucking risky. So what some people do is that they wait for the confirmation, right? You get 1 or 2 candles from here to here. All right, and if that is the reversal, if you kind of miss out a couple percentage points, well, if you sit it up here, that's still 12%, right? If you buy it at the 180, that's a 16%. So you're missing 4 or 5% percentage points, but at least if you buy it at the confirmation candles, you know, you get more or less fair value. You get 12% trade on that swing. But we gotta wait, right? I mean, I really want to, but I just can't. I really can't. It's a Fed day. Ooh, BITF making moves here. Look at that beautiful bounce at this key area of support at the 50 SMA, 100 SMA, and on the 30-minute, 5 EMA, 10 EMA, 20 EMA, all acting as support now. We're coming back to test this sell-off at the 1450 here, and that's pretty much a double top here. If we break above it, next area of resistance most likely will be around the 100 SMA, which is at what, 452-ish, and then you're off to the races. Your pop-up bearish rejection area is at 382 at the 462. Look at this candle structure here. Beautiful. Beautiful clean rejection here. I love it. Fucking love it. Love it. Alright, let's see here. So far beyond 183. You got me at 184 if it could. If it could reverse. If it could reverse here. Ooh, BYND. Come on, give me some bullish momentum. Alright, here we go. Ooh, Bitfarm. Beautiful. ASST. Nice. Finding a little base here. There we go. Okay, there you go. There you go. Nice little life. Actually, let me see what's going on. Hello. Is SPY breaking down? No, it's not. Not yet. Nothing's happening, folks. Literally, nothing's happening. Let me lock this in. There, I locked it. Alright, so what's happening here with ASST real quick? Nothing. Downward channel. Downward channel still. Alright, we gotta break this area. We gotta break this area, folks. You gotta really fucking break above this area. 146. 146, change the trend. Alright, what's happening? Alright, is BYD doing the thing? Alright, let me see. It's coming back down here at the 5 minute here. It's still crabby. Yeah, it's still fucking crabby here. Let me turn on the EMAs. If it starts riding the 5, that'll be bullish. Right now it's acting as resistance. If you guys don't notice, EMAs can act as resistance. Look at the 5. Act as support once you get the candles above them, but once you hit the rejection area, it's acting as resistance. Resistance. Now, once you get these candles rolling in above the 5, you can start rolling it back again. Let's see if price wants to. This is typically not a bad sign, but let's see if it's actually going to start respecting that 5 EMA right here. We just need to push up. It tried too. Look at this. It really tried on the 1 minute. Wow, it really fucking tried. Let's see. Alright, 131. SPY. Just bouncing. Just bouncing. Ooh. 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 Well, that's not bad. That's still a hammer. 15. Still a hammer. Alright, SPY. That was a flash crap. Was that a flash wick? Almost. Alright, nothing, nothing's really moving, guys. This is absolutely horrid. I'm like fucking dying here. Look at Bitcoin. Yeah, so Bitcoin's selling off again. I've said this multiple times. Bitcoin follows with ASST. Okay, Bitcoin follows with ASST, so we got to keep mindful of that. All right, Bitfarm, bippity bippity, bippity boop. Nice. Nice, 132 here. 132, ASST, let's go. Let's go. All right, we'll just keep him up here. All right, what other ticket? Oh, BYN. Oh. Oh, shit. It's actually doing it. Wow. 184. 184 hammer on the 15. That's really bullish. Get these candles rolling up on. Oh, my. Oh. 185. Oh shit. You get the candle rolling on the 5, this thing can start making moves. Oh, 185. Alright, so from that move down, that's a 2% swing trade right now. 2%. Oh yeah. 3%. Rejection at that 10 EMA. Once you get candles rolling above that 5, this thing can make another wave up. This thing could potentially make another wave up. Yep. Let's see. God, I wasn't really trying to trade today. Fuck. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Wow, deep. 5555 sell off. Yeah, look, once you get candles above the 5, look at this. Massive. 187, folks. Holy shit. Close to 4% on that trade. If people took that 180 here. Wow. That was a nice little swing for some folks. Alright, that's massive. Wow. And I had an alert here at 180. It didn't even want to come down here. It just wanted to hit the 180 and just bounce off. That's crazy. Alright, so you are getting candles here to sit above the 5 and the 10. Alright, so far so good. Alright, see SPY. Alright, SPY again respecting this bottom trend line here. Nothing moving. Again, choppy. I mean, I hate this. I really do dislike these days. Alright, you can even argue this is somewhat of a fucking flag here, or channel. Somewhat. A fucking channel here. There's your channel. Downward channel, bear flag, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Let's see here. Alright, so 186 on BYND here. Yeah, these candles are now sitting above. Let's see if it holds that 5 EMA. You can get a nice little rolly in here. Alright, nice little rolly. Wow, what a flashy. What a flash here on SPY. $131 on ASST. Bitcoin 112,000. 112,000. I know, guys, it's really wonky today. Sorry, I can't I can't move the market. It's a little wonky today, folks. A little wonky. Let's actually have BITF up here. I don't know why I have Bitcoin. Let's have BITF up here. This one deserves some credit today. BITF definitely gets some eyes in here. BITF definitely deserves a slot today. So many bars should have short, my goodness. We have some BITF members. Please don't forget to like the video, folks. And for the impersonators and the scammers that are watching this and joining the Discord, enjoy the next month, because I'm going to purge the Discord like I always do. Once I get a certain amount of members in my Discord, I go back and say who's active, who's not active. I'm going to purge your out. I'm going to delete members off the Discord that are not active in the next month and a half or so. Alright, I did it last time. I purged about 70 members. 70. So count your days, scammers. Fucking plague to society. Plagues. That's why I have my watermarks. Guys, if you don't notice, I put my watermarks in here because what these scammers do is that they just literally take any post on X, and then they have multiple accounts and they just copy and paste people's fucking work. So they can try. I'm gonna make them do some extra work. You know, you can obviously delete the watermark easily by covering, right? But if you put it here, it's gonna be a tough job for them to watermark it, to delete the watermark. So, you know, I make them work. I make them work to try and copy my work. I make them do work. That I will do. Nothing's free. Fucking scammers. All right. So far, look, the market's really fucking wonky. It's like choppy. SPY breaking above this channel here, breaking above this trend line here, and bouncing off this bottom trend line here. Okay, that's really good. Here we go. SPY, go SPY, go SPY. Come on, ASST, push it. Bitfarm holding that. Honestly, Bitfarm might be looking really, really good here. Really, really good. All right, it's breaking out of this trend line, coming back, test that breakout, and now you have a confirmation of a trend bounce to the upside. Breakout, double top. We broke above one more time, and then boom. A lot of fucking multiple things have to happen for confirmation, rejection, double top, into the zone, come back and back test that breakout, and then boom. That's the fucking play right there. Double top, confirmation, rejection, come back into the trend line and bounce. Boom! That's how you play this. Easy. Easy. Now that's cool if it keeps going up, right? Who cares? Like, fuck it. If it breaks where it's at right now, double top, into the zone, and then in, bam, boopy boppy. Easy. Bitfarm can absolutely get that. Now, where's key resistance here? Alright, we actually are at key resistance right now. Literally clean one, too. A very, very clean one. Wow. Beautiful clean rejection here. We're literally on it right now. Before 48, and then the Papa of all Papa resistance lines. This nice little juicy fucking liquidity area, which has been a very consistent zone here. Rejection, rejection. Hopefully we get up here at 463-ish. Más o menos, man. Más o menos. This one's like at 450, 460. That's great. Alright, so this is going to be a nice hard wall to break on fucking Bitfarm. So we'll monitor that as time goes. 180, 132 here on ASST. BYND, is it the reversal happening? I don't know. Alright, I don't know. Alright, here we go. Back testing that breakout. Here we go. Resistance line coming back to the trend line. Here we go on Bitfarm, folks. If it breaks, if it breaks below, then this movement is completely null and void. But I would love to see a back test and then a confirmation bounce right there. Boom on Bitfarm. I might actually entertain that for a bit. Top trend line ASST is getting jacked up in here. That's a good sign. We're at 133. 133. Printed a doji at that fucking impulse. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and start making waves to this top trend line and start making waves to the upper side of the chart. Alright, so it looks like I don't want to come back here on the bottom trend line breakout. Interesting Bitfarm. Hey, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. You gotta wait for confirmation. Alright? You gotta wait for confirmation. We have the Feds at 2 o'clock, folks. Feds at 2 o'clock. For those of you that don't know. Really, really choppy day, folks. Alright, here we go. So beyond meat. So this is why you wait for confirmation for multiple candles to sit above the 5 EMA line. That is your trend, somewhat wave. Like, you know, if you would have taken the trade here, right? I mean, sure, you can scalp fucking, what, 3%. The real money is riding this whole fucking new wave up into this top trend line, was 12%. So right now, it's looking bearish here. Oh, double bottom? No way. Double bottom? A double bottom? Ooh. Ooh. This smells like a break-in trend is coming. Uh-oh. Whoa-oh. Actually, you can come back to the 176. 176. Oh shit. Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens here, Beyond. Let's see. Double bottom? Question mark? Alright, SPY breaking continuously to the upside. That's good. I mean, that's generally good, right, folks? Come on, chat. Maybe I gotta change it. Maybe I gotta change the chat music. I gotta change the music here. What's happening to Bull, actually? Oh. Bitfarm holding up. SPY holding up. Let's see what happens. All right, folks. How's it cooking? We're alive. We are alive. So far, you know, we're just monitoring. Any other tickers you guys want me to take a look at? There we go. We got one right there. Michael Fam. There we go. We got some live. Are you guys working? How many of you guys are working? Type 1 in the chat. I'm genuinely curious. How many people are working and they're just tuning in? Type 1 in the chat if you actually have a job. Just maybe BYND is trying to form a bottom. Oh yeah, so I'll get to LRN real quick. Yes, it is forming a bottom, but it's called a double bottom, and double bottom genuinely are a key confirmation bounce. Double bottoms are key confirmation bounce. Personally, I love trading double bottoms and triple or double tops. Either puts or calls, but double bottom, genuinely, you want to have a confirmation bounce. That's how you get into at least a confirmed trade and a confirmed trend. Excuse me, not a trade, a confirmed trend. Okay. So I personally trade on double bottoms or triple bottoms, and sometimes I play puts on triple tops. Never on double tops. I get better accuracy on triple tops. Good day, people. Hello, Johnny. All right, so let's go take a look at LRN. I'm going to monitor BYND. I do want to get in this trade. It's finding support at 180. The next support area is 176. Beautiful 176 bounce here. It is fucking risky as hell, folks. But I'm keeping an eye on BYND. There's still a lot of movement in this fucking ticker. So if I can trade the movement, I'm going to make some money. I'm in and out. All right, let's take a look at LRN. I'll leave ASST here. Bitfarm, I'm gonna have to get rid of Bitfarm for a bit. What's Stride? Okay, guys, before I even stretch this screen, what do you think I'm gonna ask him? What do you think am I expecting out of this chart? Look at this candle structure already. What do you guys think is gonna be here? Oh my fucking god. Please don't make me do it. Please don't make me do it. Please. I am so scared to even open this chart up. I am so scared. I'm scared right now. Chat, what do you think? Is it gonna be a fucking... Is it Crab Leg City or what? Is it what I think it's gonna be? Hit the like button. Thank you so much, Johnny. Thank you. All right, let's expand this. Here we go. Oh, whoa. Crabs again. Well, it looks like it's about to form some crabs. Look at the small time frame. Dude, what happened here? Whoa. Wait, well, let me check the options. Let me check the options on this. LRN. Stride, what happened? You gotta give me an update here. Wow, the 2370 strikes are up 450%. 70 strikes, 400 put options, 490% gains right now. Oh my god. The in the money 90 strikes are up 12,536%. $90 strike put options, 12,536%. 12,000, folks. Generational wealth. Wow, look, I'm gonna even print this right here, folks. Look at this. In the money puts, folks. Look at this. Holy shit. Wow. IV still in the range. What the fuck? Oh, music too loud? Dude. Alright, is that better? 12,000%, 90 strike puts. 12. What the fuck? Alright, you gotta give me an update. What happened here? What happened here? An hour ago. Okay, here we go. Strike talk about 40 customers don't like new tech updates. What? That's it? Customers don't like the new tech update, and you sold off 50%. That's it. This is not that. Their mode is still intact, right? Dude. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. You might get me in a fire, bro. Hold up. So customers don't like the new tech update. All they have to do is switch back to tech, previous update, and that's gonna push them back up to 50%. Thank you for letting me know, Abdul Kalhin. Thank you. Okay, this one obviously is a shitty sell-off. Well, so what we're gonna do is, let me turn on my big boy chart. All right, almost double bottom here on BYND, double bottom here on BYND. Is it worth buying the dip? All right, can you give me additional insight on why this thing is dipping? I'm gonna turn on my big boy chart real quick, LRN, because if the moat is still intact, but customers don't like the new tech update, all the company has to do is roll back the update, and they're gonna go back to 50. Not financial advice, but because of this article, it's telling me don't like the new tech updates. I haven't even read the article. What is this? Plummet Wednesday after online education company beat earnings expectation, but disappointing enrollment numbers and guidance. Oh, okay. Adjusted earnings of 152, 621 in revenue for fiscal year, above analyst estimates of 125 shares of 633 million. Expected enrollment 27,000 enrollments, 11% up below 240. All right, so a little bit of a pullback here. Expected revenue of 620 million. to 640 for the second quarter. The guidance fell short. Yeah. Okay, never mind. It's not even a tech update. You sort of are pulling back on expectations. So yeah, this is risky, but you know, that's your call. You know, there's a little pullback on the estimates. So that you know, the sell-off is rightfully so. Rightfully so here. Okay. Rightfully so. Now, if you wanna catch the knife scenario, are you trying to catch this knife, bro? You wanna catch this knife? All right, let's try and catch this knife. Let's see if we can catch this knife. The 86 is exactly the zone I want to get in. Oh shit! It's literally at the pivot area. Oh, look at that. All right, it's at 2-to-1 ratio. Let me just confirm that ratio real quick. And that is the completion point at exactly 224. Wow, 1, 2, 3. Oh wow. Wow. Look at that, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something else. Look at this. Look at that. A Sharky. Beautiful. 382, 35. You get a 5% buffer. 112, 124, 124, 886. Clean 886, 50. Literally at the zone. And then there's like the 221, 224. This is one of the best, cleanest shark harmonics I've seen in a long time. All right, and that's, so let's build up a thesis here. So this is how I typically trade catching knives. All right, so the next thing you want to look for is literally Fibonacci zones. Okay, so that's the next area we're going to look for. So what we're going to do is going to take the pivot impulse. All right, I love these. And you're going to look at a key area where Fibonacci ends. Right. Let me go ahead and make sure I did the Fibonacci retracement perfect, because I don't want to miss out on some. I don't want to miss out on some opportunities because I was off by a fucking number. Okay, good. Okay, so your HOP zone. Literally, wow, beautiful to the touch here. Literally clean as fuck. 86 with the 2. Wow. All right. Listen, guy. So there's something called a mean reversion. So on the daily, you're probably in the bear zone, right? Look at that. You're deep in the bear zone. All right. So to act confluence, previous sell-offs have been what? In this last pivot zone. You're a little bit under this pivot zone inside this box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. But price has to find a mean reversion eventually. Okay, it's got to pull it. If I go on small time frame, you can see a bunch of red, indicators going off right here. So you're seeing one already on the 4 hour, right? On the 1 hour, you're going to start printing a little bit of bullish divergence, which you are printing on the 1 hour, right? So watch this. So this is a class B so far. All right. Class B, so forth. So price typically wants to start making a little bit of a price action reversion. Okay, so you start seeing this, look at this, the oscillators. You're seeing volume, or at least the sell-off, slowly dissipating. So in terms of a reversion, it's slowly happening. Look at the volume delta here, the volume profile. So now you have bulls coming in. Bulls coming in. These are called catching knife scenarios. Another thing you got to know for is looking at the HOP zone, high optimal zones. Okay, this could completely start selling off. This is why you have the 86 bounce. That's adding confidence, 70, 85. But to see the divergence here off of the bear zone will add a lot more, how you say, whiplash once the reversion does have it. It's going to happen. I promise you that. The point is when. Okay, because price has to come back. So if I turn on the Bollinger Bands, watch this. Right, let me go turn on my my big boy indicators. Watch this. So Bollinger Bands is another great way to understand, like, hey, are we outside the bands or we're in it? All right, let me go ahead and turn on the daily. Oh my God, you're out. All right, so your Bollinger Bands are oh my God, your price action is outside the Bollinger Bands on the daily. Let me see if I can go ahead and turn on the 1 hour. Again, price is outside the Bollinger Bands. Okay, price likes to find a mean reversion. It wants to get back into a real fucking target, like a real range. Right now, this is excessive sell-off, excessive. Okay, so again, this is how you find catching knives or trade knives. Okay, this is how you trade knives. I do like how we're printing bullish divergence here. We completed this harmonic structure. Your HOP zone is exactly at the 70.85. So this is where price can continue to sell off at the 785 range or 886. But the beautiful thing is here that you are seeing a nice potential reversal. Bullish divergence, mean reversion, sell off on the MACD, weakening off of the bears, positive DI slowly coiling up with your ADX, a negative DI coiling down. Look at this. Look at this. Negative DI selling off. Your confirmation would be the 25 that we're done selling, and look at the volume delta. Massive volume, but look at that delta. Look at that delta. Look at this. Top right quadrant. That means that the sell-off is dissipating. And look, if you were to trade this now, guarantee there's a bunch of red fucking divergences, bullish divergences. Look at this. Bullish divergences everywhere. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Let me see on the 5 minute. Get a nice one. Yeah, there you go. That's the bullish divergence deep in the bear zone. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. That's actually technically a failure swing trade about to pan out. Wow. Yeah. Is it safe to trade this? Listen, I don't advise anybody to trade this if you don't know what you're looking for. Okay, but to be honest with you, these are catching knife scenarios. This is sort of my niche. I like catching knife scenarios. This is what I look for. You guys literally just got the playbook how I would trade this. You guys literally just got the playbook how I would trade this, bro. What's up with ASST? What happened to ASST? There's nothing going on with ASST, guys. I was just giving you guys my niche here. You guys are worried about ASST. There's nothing going on here. It's just choppy. Again, SPY. Oh. Okay, now I see. So SPY's coming down. ASST is choppy. Everybody's waiting on J Powell to talk. So there's no liquidity in the market today, folks. So you just got to respect the day, how it is, and what's going to happen. Okay. My guy, LRN, excuse me, absolutely beautiful. Let me post this in my Discord, actually. Catching knives. J. Clean shark. Clean shark here. Learn day trade, swing trade. Now that's a fake account. You're getting rejected there. Wow, beautiful. So again, ASST is just consolidating until powwow. I'm keeping an eye on BYND, folks. It's double bottoming here. And typically double bottoms are confirmation trend to the upside. Naka. Let me finish up with LRN real quick and I'll get it to Naka. So who was the guy that asked me? Mike. So Mike, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't, good luck if you're gonna trade this. Personally, I know what I'm looking for, but this is not like your typical retail, throw your money at it and hopefully it goes up, right? I don't know anything about this company, but you know, if you're looking from a technical perspective here, this is literally catching knife scenario 101. And then you get out, and you get in and out. If you're trying to find this company as a hold, I really would not. I wouldn't know what to tell you because I don't know what this company does as a whole. I really don't give a fuck about their financials, to be honest with you. But I look at the technicals, and right now, this is literally a falling knife scenario. And these are like textbook potential reversal on these falling knives. Okay? Literally textbook. Literally. Okay? This is like chef's kiss reversal. Okay? Still risky as fuck. 1000% risky as fuck. So if you don't know what you're looking for, please don't trade it. Bit Farm coming back up. Beautiful, massive swing trade up here. Hopefully it gets back to the 452 and, you know, we break out of that volume average high and then get back to the 462 here. Love it. So right now micro is 447, then 450, then 462 here. Queen Shark. Beautiful though. Naka, okay, Naka. Wow, Bitfarm. Hold on, folks. Bitfarm moving. Moving. Naka. Alright, what's happening with Naka? Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. 10 million. Somewhat of a hammer on the daily. Let me go ahead and turn on the 4 hour. Bounce off the center line on the 4 hour. Ooh, that's really bullish. Looks good here. Looks good so far. Alright. Looks good so far. Interesting, interesting, interesting. The signal line on the MACD, I'm a little bit worried here. So that MACD off the signal line is a little bit worrisome on the bottom right quadrant. Alright, so this could potentially still have a nice little fleshy moment here. So it's all about being patient. Wait for confirmation. The 0.5 is a nice little clean area bounce though. Oh, so look at that. So you had a double bottom scenario here. So look at this. This is why confirmation. So if you guys notice what I plan on doing with Beyond, right? Look at Beyond and look at this scenario, right? Look at this. This is what you call a double bottom. What do you guys see here? Price get into this area at the support line 0.5. Price then jacked up. Try to consolidate or whatever have you. Price then retested that breakout. That support. This is what you call a double bottom. And look at that breakout confirmation line. Right? You ride the breakout. Very, very clean. Very, very clean double bottom confirmation bounce here. Now, obviously, this is just, you know, ride the trend bullshit. This ain't, I don't know, maybe not Motley. But damn, that was actually a clean double bottom. Good stuff, man. So area rejection is literally smacking it right now, 93.81, 93.81, and you just smacked it right now. So if you were trading this, I would get out, personally, not financial advice. I would get out now if you were gonna take if this was a swing trade, right? If you're gonna scalp trade, excuse me, that's an 8% move. I would get the fuck out. I wouldn't sit on this. You made 8%. Be happy. Congratulations. You move on with life. You move on with life, okay? More than likely, it should technically start rejecting here. Because if you notice the RSI, look at this. What do you see here? What do you see here? It's a nice area of what? Rejection. Rejection. Nice little box here. So from a risk reward, you just made an 8% swing trade. Get the fuck out. Then come back on a new higher low. And hopefully you continue bouncing around, trading all-time, continue trading other tickers, or if you want to be consistent with this ticker, look at this. Rejection, rejection. You're just hitting it right now. So from a risk reward, seeing how price action moves, I would get out. Get out. There you go. And I'll leave that there. Hell, I'll even post it on the Discord. Yeah, man. But yeah, look at that. So price having a little wick already. Look at that. Nice having a little, and that people are taking profits at this tippity top. So look at that. If you didn't exit, you know, personally, I would exit. I wouldn't even risk reward. I wouldn't even trade this moving forward. All right, here we go. ASST 134 here. 134. Again, choppy day. Respecting this trend line. Still in a downward channel, folks. Nothing's really broken. Above 146 would be a nice little break in trend. It's been a clean area of resistance, folks, and I'll just highlight this. Very, very clean area of resistance here. Look at this. Boom. Okay, look at that. Boom. 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 All right. Clean area of resistance here. Boom. 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 What do you guys see? It's struggling to break 146-ish. Okay? So you break this trend, downward channel, start getting above these upper bands, get to this micro boss, get the mini boss out of the way, and then we can start talking about a trend reversal. Okay? Trend reversal. But look at this clean, beautiful rejection at the 146, folks. Beautiful, clean rejection here. And that's good because at least we can see from a data perspective where price is having a problem with. 146. Chat, do we agree with that? Can I get a 1 here? Can I get a 1 in the chat? Who's paying attention? Who actually wants to learn today? All right. There's a bunch of TA I can break down. There's so many super technicals I would love to discuss with the community, but you know, I have to do my part and create videos for the community. So, you know, we're going to get there. A-Bet, Angie, gang, Abdul Galan, nice. With the hand up. Thank you, thank you. BMNR. All right, there's so many people. All right, so let's do plug real quick. All right, we got so many requests here. All right, so real quick, LRN. Wow. G. Wow. Wow. Hey, chat. Wow. It's actually doing something special. Mean reversion. RSI failure swing trade. Wow. LRN. Wow. Man, if I had deep pockets, I'm just saying. All right, let's take a look at plug. All right, what's happening with plug? I'm not even gonna open. Let me see the daily. I'm not even gonna look at the price action. All right. Let me see what the weekly looks like. You had a head and shoulders. Price action here. All right, uptrend. Okay, sell off huge. Ooh, wedgie too. Look at that. Wow. Broke out a trend. Ooh. Wedgie. Okay. Okay. This is actually bullish as fuck. This is bullish as fuck. Yep. Trend line bounce. Trend. Ooh. So your pivot area is exactly here. Roughly around this range. So that's the trend line support bounce here. If we were to come back down. Yeah. Look at that. It's finding at least it's curving at this trend line. So that's a good sign. Okay. It wants to come back and reverse. Here. Center. This is bullish. All right. Now we can take a look at the price target. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Hello. Oh yeah, this is fucking bullish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Ooh. Look at this. Look at this. Got a high, lower high. Got a high, a potential lower high. So what do you guys see? It's a channel. Exhaustive move, upward trend, momentum. So far, so good. 236 bounce, and you got a hammer. But no, that's not a hammer. You gotta have a nice little, more wiki, not a hammer. But so far, it's in an uptrend. All right, it does like that 382 to 222 here, but in terms of the RSI, it's at the most key important area. If it fails that pivot zone, next area I'm looking at is right here. Oh shit, it's right here. Roughly. Alright, that area, and then if you fail this, then I suspect it bounce here at the center line. Alright, it's got 2 area supports, which it does like to pounce off. Interesting. Yeah, plug is super bullish. What is this fucking dog shit? What is this? This is a battery play? I remember seeing this. 62 million in volume. Holy shit. What are my EMAs telling me? Oh. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, super bullish here. Super bullish. Great company. just real quick here on the 3-day. Let me turn off the daily. All right, so confirmation bounce would be a nice candle structure above the 5 EMA. If you break or close today above the 236, macro daily candle structure here, that would be extra bullish. And above VWAP, it would be two equal confluence. So you have VWAP at 288 and the macro 236 at 293. You close above the 236 macro. This is a very good indication of a continuation or reversal. That will also in line with the 5 EMA candle structure sitting above the 5 EMA, okay, on the daily, which is super bullish. All right, but I want to keep you in mind that this terminal candle is a very, very positive sign of deep value stepping in. All right, institutions, people stepping in at this 278 range, because that's where it's been a clean support roughly. Let me go ahead and adjust that. 277-ish. No, let me do it right. That way you don't get clapped. 279, okay? Roughly. This is called the terminal candle. This is typically what you look for a potential reversal. You have a body but long wicks top and long wicks bottom. So that is literally a terminal candle in textbook definition. There's like 6 other terminal candles we look for a potential reversal. But other than that, you close today. Tomorrow, if you can close today above the 5 EMA and above the 293, I'm almost 70% sure this will be a line of a reversal pattern swing trade up. And as a matter of fact, now that you got me this, now you got this in my radar, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna put an alert here at 294. Thank you for bringing this up. Now this is on my radar because I do like what I see. Small cap, 68 million in volume. RSI is poking a 1 and break above the center line on the daily. Look at the mean. Look at this beautiful, beautiful structure. I mean, we're talking. It wants up. It wants up. Good find, actually. Actually, let me put this on my Discord right now. Who was this? Who brought this up? Mike Fam? Oh boy, you got me excited, bro. Nice find. Look what a YouTube commentator found. Commentator. Look what a YouTube. Look at this, guys. Plug. All right, well, plugs on my radar. Good shit, bro. Good stuff, Mike Fam. You are killing it. All right, next one. Calling it a good day. QBT2. All in, all out. Let's go to QUBT. Let's go to QUBT. Very nice. I'll get to all of you right now. I got ABET, I got BMNR, I got UPST. Let's go. All right, let me see here. First things first. What is this again? QUBT? 3 month, monthly. Oh, you're having a little bit of a bearish trend right now. And yeah. Bearish. Bearish, 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 bearish. Struggling. Yeah, this is struggling. QUBT is struggling here. Oh, nice trade. Oh, okay. You just took a trade. My bad. Okay, never mind. You're not even wanting a technical on this. Yeah. Good stuff, brother. Hey, you got a trade in here. Good stuff, bro. Good exit, brother. Nice trade. All right, ABAT. Oh, yeah, dude. This was actually one I was actually looking for a couple of days ago. To my understanding, do they do recycling of batteries? But yeah, no, I was watching this back in the day. I mean, 2 weeks ago. I do like this company only because one of the members, or the CEO, I think he used to work for Tesla, and he just started doing his own shit. He's just started doing his own shit. Literally. Alright, so the key area of support bounce roughly is right here. Loves this area. Fail that moving average and then get back here. So this thing has a lot more room to go once it sells off. Let's see if it hits that support bounce. Finding life at that 5 EMA. I suspect it can continue breaking down, test that 10 EMA. But other than that, yeah, so it's already breaking below the 10 daily, 5, 10, and 20 daily. So I suspect that this trend line on the 3-day